There is a Catholic church located in Antigua Guatemala, in Guatemala. The architect Juan de Dios was in charge of its construction since now I'm talking about the Santa Catalina Arch. It's one of the distinguishable landmarks in Antigua Guatemala. Built in the 17th century, its origin connects Santa Catalina convent to a school, allowing the closest loops to pass from one wood to the one which gone out of the streets. A clock on top was added in the era of the Central America Federation in the 1870s.
My name is Jose Sazo and I am going to talk about University of San Carlos in Antigua Guatemala. University of San Carlos of Guatemala is the largest and oldest university in Guatemala since they are more than 300 years old. The history of the University of San Carlos de Guatemala begins at the time of the conquest in the year 1534, already with a Spanish stamp in Guatemala. The bishop and licenciado Francisco Marroquin was named the prince of the city. In 1548, the bishop requested the Spanish crown the foundation of a university. After the creation of this school and several decades later, on January 31, 1676, the king, after several petitions and allegations, authorized through a royal cedula the licence to Antigua Guatemala for the creation of a university real or general study. This university will be the third university found in America. During the years from 1750 to 1790, approximately, many changes are experienced at the University of San Carlos de Guatemala. Everything began with the earthquake of 1750. Now I am going to talk about Cathedral of San Jose de Antigua Guatemala. The first building of this church was started in 1542 with the trellis brought from the destroyed settlement in the Amolonga Valley. Its construction was interrupted several times by the frequent earthquakes over the years. On April 7, 1669, the temple was demolished and a second sanctuary was inaugurated in 1680, which was built under the direction of Juan Pascal and Jose de Porres.
Now I'm gonna talk about Parque La Unión. It was originally called Plaza de San Jose and it only had a small fountain, jet or basin and a trough. At the time of the colony, not all houses had water supply, so there were public laundries where people came to perform this task. In 1950, the corregidor Don Jose Maria Palomo y Montúfar ordered to build, with the collaboration of Colombian citizen and neighbor of the city. Don Gregorio Prem, the beautiful pond, the same one that was inaugurated on February 3, 1953. It was not a good construction, reason why it was reconstructed in 1979. And it is conserved until the date. Its arcs are of neoclassical style, and the name was original of the Plaza de la Unión, but it was in 1925 when the Congress of Central America, the park, and the Union Tank were held. Finally, the cross was placed in the center of the park, which was a gift from Spain. This is an object of multiple visits by tourists, who usually photograph if the pews or on the edge of the Now I'm going to talk about Church of St. Peter the Apostle. Originally, in this building was the old hospital for clerics and temple of the Apostle San Pedro, and that until 1976 occupied the National Hospital Pedro de Betancourt, vacated by the damage caused by the earthquake that occurred in that year. Later, and after several renovations, the mayor of the colonial city ceded its usufruct to the Association Obras Sociales of Santo Hermano Pedro. The Church of San Pedro Apostle attached to the social works of Saint Brother Pedro. is a place where patients, people from social works, donors of benefactors, medical groups, and patients approach God through prayer and reflection. Knowledge of the Word of God is offered and shared daily, as well as providing the sacraments that help the healing and strengthening of the human spirit. The Franciscan. For this reason, this church also houses apostolic movements that use it in their meetings and celebrations, since there is a great appreciation for the Franciscans' prayers, because in many of them their testimony of evangelical life is recognized, highlighting moreover is selfless dedication to evangelization and human promotion. In the church of San Pedro Apostol, is a mural painted by Doña Rosa María Pascual de Games, who represent artistically how in the social works the charity of San Brother Pedro continues.
San Francisco Church is one of the biggest attractions in the city. Even Internationals paid a visit, but more or later. For tourists, Iglesia San Francisco is an opportunity to see and resort colonial church. For locals, it's a place of pilgrimage. They come to pray for miracles at the tomb of Santo Hermano Pedro de San Jose Ventacur, native to Tenerife in the Canary Islands. He is the first canonized saint in Central America. This complex house of church and museum devoted to Hermano Pedro, ruins to the convent and Bender stalls. Here are two doors from which to enter the church grounds. Saint Bonaventura Centrace, which dates back to the 17th century and is located near the intersección of Primera Avenida Sur y Séptima Avenida Poniente. St. Francis Strange, a late 17th century addition, is accessible via Calle de los Pasos. The Franciscans missionaries were on the first religious order to arrive in present-day Guatemala. When the second capital was destroyed, they were also one of the most moved to the site of present-day Antigua. The first church Franciscan built in 1541 was located at the current site of Escuela de Cristo Church, which is just couple blocks down. The church was damaged during the earthquake of 1527. For 10 years, Franciscans collected funds to build a new church, which they eventually built.
I'm originally from New York. And where are you originally from? So you're from the capital?
Guatemala.
I see.
Yeah.
And how did you get here today? By bus? Very nice.
What do you think about this place?
Well, I like Guatemala very much. I like the people very much. I live here. Vive aquí. I live in Antigua Guatemala. Whoop. And did you get that on film? Let's try that again. Let's move away from the pigeons a little bit. So what do you like to do? Are you in college, colegio, or universidad?
Colegio.
Colegio. And how old are you? You're 16, and you take classes in school for English? And so let me ask you a couple questions. What do you hope? I'll speak slow. What do you hope to do with your English someday? Why are you taking English? Now that's a good question.
I know.
But I'll say slow. Why? ¿Por qué inglés en colegio? Why is that importante para ti to hablar inglés?
In my opinion,
In your opinion? Future. And you hope to use your English in work, trabajo, básicamente? Marketing.
maybe.
Yeah.
Traveling, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. because with English, you can work in the airport, in a bank.
And we have more possibilities to
Many people in the schools in the United States, children are learning Spanish. It's very important to have
Yes.
Spanish and English. I'm still learning myself, just a little bit, but it's very good to learn the two languages.
Antigua solamente.
I would recommend Tecpan if you want to go. It's a really chill place. Yeah, in Guatemala. And there's and have you visited in here Cohuitenango?
No, Guatemala City.
Only Guatemala City and
Guatemala
Guatemala.
City.
So next time if you come, you could go to those places. I really recommend those places. They're really great touristic attractions here in Guatemala.
Buena suerte con la escuela.
Did you visit the church? This church?
No, we haven't visited the church.
No. Do you want?
Am I going to? Maybe. We'll see. Not sure.
Antigua Guatemala? Or
No.
no? Guatemala.
Well, actually, we haven't.
We're in the Antigua Guatemala, and we're new friends. What's your name? Tell us.
Savi. My name is Savi.
And yours?
Isabel.
Okay, nice to meet you both. So where are you from? Tell us.
We are from Spain.
Oh, really? Wow, Spain is a really nice country. And
Do you speak English there? No.
so, why'd you choose Guatemala?
Okay. We choose Guatemala because we are going to make a cooperation project with the kids here in the mountains.
In San Mateo, yeah.
There are 2 nurses, 1 doctor. She is nurse too.
Oh, really?
I am fireman, and we are going to spend 10 days giving free consulting, giving some ¿cómo se diría clases? Classes about first aid, hygienic, and some things to the people of the communities. Go to some small villages.
Wow, I'm really grateful because it's a really nice job.
Yeah.
Because we need that. So I also know some people about the nurses that they came to Guatemala to help to the volcano persons. Yeah, so I'm really grateful because you take that time to help our country. So thank you very much for your time. That's
all right.
Thank you.